we go. All right, so first of all, hello, welcome. I sincerely hope you're doing well today. I just got off work. I'm still a bit froggy because I've been sick for about 2 weeks. And right now, I just want to build some cute islands and some cute cities on those islands, so that's what we're going to do. Before I start the game, well, Islanders, I just want to say, first of all, the VOD of all of my streams are available on YouTube from now on. I want to adjust that a bit. On the user Cerulean streams. So if you miss anything, and if you for some reason are really keen on hanging out with me, you can always go and find me on YouTube. Hello! So good to see both of you. What else? I've had an okay day. I got a shipment of brand new playing cards, so I can start practicing false dealing again, which I'm looking forward to. But as the great Monty Python sketch goes, enough of this gay banter. Let's start. So I'm gonna turn off the lo-fi like so and switch to gameplay. Here we are. So can you hear the game music all right? Not really. Okay, let me see if I can turn that up a bit. Or actually, can I do that here? Nope. Hang on. That should be better. Oh, you're on a bus. That does explain it. Yeah, it's a really sort of low-tone, subsumed kind of soundtrack, which is really good, but that's what it is. Okay, so this is a game that, in its design, is really, really interesting because on the surface, it's deceptively simple. So let's start a new game. Yeah, I'm sure. So we take off and we end up here on a brand new island. So this is a puzzle game first and foremost, and the goal of the game is to make it to the next island. So to make it to the next island, you accumulate points, and you get points by placing buildings, and each building will react with other buildings. So some buildings in close proximity will give you negative points, and buildings in proximity to other buildings will give you positive points. So at first, you can get away with doing basically whatever you want and just make cute stuff, but but as the game progresses, it gets harder and harder because depending on what kind of island you get, because they're all procedurally generated, some buildings will be better than others, etc. So yeah, so in most city building games, you sort of have a budget of some sort of currency to work with. So like you make revenue from how your buildings are placed. That is not the case in this game. In this case, every time you reach a score milestone, you get a set of new buildings to place. Yeah, it's really fun. So to start off, I'm just going to click this plus sign here. So whenever we reach a new score threshold, we'll be given the choice between different kinds of buildings. So to start off, we can choose getting lumber buildings or farming buildings. And I think that for this first game, I'm just going to play the way I played the first time and just sort of plop things down and see where things go. I'm pretty well versed in like the game mechanics and sort of I've been trying to min-max my high score, but like I'm I'm the 2000th best player in the world or something like that. So it's not it's nothing to brag about, But for now, never mind. So this is the way I'm gonna play. If I were to play this for the first time, I would just pick the farming pack. So you get a mill, and you get 2 fields to place. And you can see here that every building has a base score, and it gets bonuses for some buildings and get penalties for some buildings. So if you place 2 mills next to each other, that'll give you a drop by 20 points. I'm definitely familiar with the game. This was the holy shit, I'm depressed, please help me game when I was doing my thesis this spring. But, so the base score is 8, but if you place it next to a mill, you'll end up getting a score of -12, so you can actually lose points by placing buildings. Anyway. So the bubble that you see around the building is how far it sort of takes into account its surroundings. So if, for instance, like if there were a building over here that the mill would benefit from, this wouldn't do any good because its sort of radius doesn't encompass that building. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plop this mill down somewhere. And also, yeah, you can see here there's a statue. So if you place the mill close to the statue, it'll get 5 extra points. Let's go here. This is a cute place for a farmer to live, like so. Is the frame rate really, really dog shit on your end? Or is it just my computer struggling? Let me know. Graphics cards are hard to come by. Okay, so got 8 points from that. Need 20. If you run out of buildings... Yeah, no, I figured. So you know what? I'm actually going to see if I can lower the settings. Hang on. Let's go here, and let's do... No, we're not going to do ultra shadows. No. Let's see if that makes it a little bit better. Still not good. See if I can turn off the shadows. Low. No, not ultra. Low. Yeah. Yeah, it is a low bar. This'll do. It's a bit laggy, but heck. Yeah, it's not the best, but here we go. Anyway, if you run out of buildings and you haven't reached enough points to get to the next island, the game is over. You have to start over. And am I super glossy? Okay, so you can place a plot of land, a plot of fields, a field on any sort of grassy area. You can't place it on sand. You can't place it on rock. And just on its own, it's worth 3 points. But I'm gonna be a good old city planner and place it right next to the windmill. And the next field should take us to our next set of buildings. Yeah. Brewing or lumber? I'm a sucker for brewing, so I'm gonna do some brewing right here. We get more fields and hop fields. The hop fields benefit from breweries. Sure. Let's do I want to wait? Yeah, I'm gonna place the hop fields first. You can place them on sand, I think. Yeah. Now we're cooking. So let's place you down here. And here. And let's put a brewery up here. So this can be like a sort of like a farming, brewing kind of area. I like that. Human geography to planning. Oh, it's your job again, eh? City or lumber? I like cities. I think I would have chosen that. even if I didn't know that it were the best choice. So this gives us mansions, houses, and a city center. So the city center is really good. A lot of buildings get tons of bonuses from city centers, and the city center itself gets bonuses from the statue. So, like, if this statue were placed up here, you could use that to get a lot of points, like, basically for free. But, I'm just gonna go ahead and place it up here and see if I can start building, like, a town or something up here. Like so. Heck yeah. Historically, it's been mandatory for farmers to plant hops. Was it used to make anything other than beer? And also, in what part of the world? Okay, so mansions have super low, super short range. Houses have longer ranges. But you can see that houses have longer ranges, but they also get fewer points per thing they touch. Mansions, if you can cluster them together with something that gives them a lot of points, then, well, it'll sort of get better returns. No, the state wanted to make sure there would be beer. Well, you know, that's respectable. Let's put it down here and start like a little neighborhood right here. And yeah, that's right, I'm not going to min-max it because I'm trying to play the way I played the first time. So let's try and make a little courtyard right here. And you see that didn't give many points at all, so I'm gonna have to start placing houses. And let's... Alright, so let's use this bridge as kind of like a thematic thing to have to make like a division in the city, or like just a main street. Yeah, there we go. And it's Sweden, so it wouldn't surprise me if other countries had similar policies. Well, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if the Germans had that. A shaman? Heck yeah. The shaman gets a bonus for statues, temples, flowers, and seaweed fields. And they don't like city centers, so shaman, they want to be away from the city. Look at this. Look at this. 45 points for just one building because there's a lot of nature and nothing else. And I think the houses benefit a lot from that. I'm just gonna, you know what? Let's just plop down the shaman here. By the flowers. Oh, heck yeah. Look at that. And let's put down one other hop field to make sure we comply with all the right policies. Fisher or lumber? I'm gonna go lumber. Yeah. So what do we got? Sawmill and a lumberjack. Okay, so you place out lumberjacks and they want to go to the sawmill. So lumberjacks get points for trees and proximity of a sawmill. It's better to plop down the lumberjack first, I guess, before you plop down the sawmill. There aren't too many trees here, though, so I think the shaman is going to have to split split the area with a lumberjack. No one will be angry at that decision. Let's put you here to give you some more range. Look at that! Ready for the next island. I'm just gonna place down some buildings and see what happens. And I'm not gonna think too much about it. Let's plop down the houses. Make another little courtyard with like a back street. And ooh, maybe there's a someone who's like a what's it called? A neighborhood that's urban expanding to where the shaman lives. This is so toxic. Like, imagine the shaman just wanting to hang out there. This is basically like Europe, the game. There's good stuff in nature, and then we just come and ruin everything. All right, let's get a fisher. Fishers have super long range, and they like statues and city centers. I'm gonna put a fisher right down here. That seems good. So the weirdest thing happened to me today. I was contacted by a seller on Etsy who was like, "Hey, do you want to try a Twitch overlay, which is the graphics that you see on your screen? Do you want to try a Twitch overlay for free?" And I was like, what is this? What is this garbage? But they were completely serious. So they've actually sent me money so that I can go spend that money in their shop and just like try out their Twitch whatever, and just sort of get back to them with what I think. And they didn't even place any. They didn't like have anything that they wanted me to do except just give my opinion, so I don't have to use it, I don't have to show it on stream or anything, I can just sort of have it. Yeah, it's really weird, but and like at first I was like, what is this spammer talking about? But no, they were 100% serious. So I've received the money, but I haven't bought the thing yet because I have been at work. But yeah, it's like this is what my second month of somewhat regular streaming, and I've already gotten my first sponsorship. Yeah. Can't place it there. Farmer's gotta live somewhere. More lumberjacks. Oh, so see here, even though you get a lot of points for trees and lumberjacks, like it's all offset by the proximity to that one lumberjack. So you're gonna... Can I put you down here? No, I can't. Okay, well, you can hang out here by yourself. Like so. And so now this board is over because there is no way to get more buildings, and we're still way off for the next milestone. So let's go to the next island. Let's explore. I'm gonna change the resolution, and see if that makes it better. What about this? Brace yourselves. Yeah, that made it better. That made it a lot better. We can live with low resolutions. Yeah, tell us, what are you doing in half an hour? Well, marginally better. Okay, so this is a whole new thing. What do I want? Brick industry or seaweed farm? I'm gonna go brick industry. That sounds cool. Brickyard and sand pit. I'm guessing that sand pits want to be in the sand. Sand pits, you can hang out over here. You can have a little sand gathering place. Let's see if I can. Let's put you just out of reach, and then have a brickyard here in the middle, like so. You're going to a talk meetup with the author of that book on women and autism I read recently. Oh no, awesome. Where's that at? going to a thing a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, you got the terrible cold. I remember that. Yeah, I'm so happy you got to do that. Feeling very, very cultured, for lack of a better term. I think that's an appropriate term. You're like a fresh tub of yogurt. Super cultured. Yeah, I need a rim shot sound effect. Well, you've come to the right stream. Oh, look at that. So on this map you can get a lot of points for lumberjacks. Like you could have a cluster of them right here and that would like even offset the cost or the penalty. Let's try and get as many trees as possible, but as far out as possible. Right there. Like, this game feels very like Bob Rossi to me. I'm like, alright, look at this happy little sawmill right here. Just living its best life. This brickyard. You can go over here. You can hang out and chill right there. Get stuff from the masons. Boba Rossi. Yeah, Boba Rossi. No, Bob Ross, the painter, who started his life as, or started his like career as a army sergeant. He said that he was the person who always yelled at people and punished them in the army, like the recruits. And after he got out, he allegedly he swore to never yell again. So he sort of just took up his paintbrushes and made a TV show called The Joy of Painting that ran for like 35 episodes, seasons. So it's this like really small statured kind of guy, large fro and like a very 70s kind of beard, and and he's very soft spoken. His voice is as rich as Christmas pudding, and he just sort of it's a whole thing apparently. But yeah, no. So you can paint along with the episodes. It's really neat. I used to when I had severe panic attacks when I was going to bed, a period after I broke up with my abuser. I used to have a Bob Ross episode on when I would go to sleep, and that sort of just calmed me down enough to be able to actually get to sleep. So, thank you, Bobby. I think I burned through like 25 or so episodes, seasons. 25 or so seasons. Brewers. Do you like brewers? There's a lot of space for brewers here, and you get no penalties for anything. You don't get any penalties, so I'm just gonna start placing down some fields right next to the brickyard. That's reasonable. I want to hold off on the sawmill. Let's plop down some mansions, some happy little mansions. Oh yeah, and the houses and mansions don't they don't benefit from each other. Yeah, but they benefit from buildings of the same type. Build like a small cluster of things here. Let's go shaman. I like shaman. And I get 2. Oh, that's interesting. This weirds me out a bit that the shaman don't, that they don't mind being next to 3 brickyards and like sand pits. No flowers up here, no flowers there. A bunch of flowers here. This could be really good. 24 points. Let's, you can hang out here. Just live your best life right there. And let's plop down another shaman. Like, kind of close to the other one, but not right up in its grill. Yeah, mansions like shaman. They really want to give me the farming pack. Sure, I'll bite. What am I going to do with the field? I can only place it on these large-ass pillars. Sorry, large-ass pillars. Large-ass pillars. Depends on where you put the hyphen. Yeah, I know. The sounds are really satisfying. And the soundtrack too, like, funny thing about the soundtrack, it's only like 3 songs. And the soundtrack in its entirety is like 9 minutes or something like that, but you don't really think about that. Yeah. Check this out. Here we go, listen. Ah. That's marvelous. Alright, so there's a mill on top of this. A mill on top of the hill. Being very, very chill. And I don't know, maybe these wheels on the masons are powering some sort of lift. I think for a future project they're gonna build a bridge over here to the fields. Otherwise they'll have a long ass way to walk. But you know, to each their own. How the fuck did you manage to get a seat on the subway at this time of day? Aren't you on like the green line? Oh, the red one. Now we're talking. Oh, you're on the subway with all the students. My condolences. Look at that, dual wielding breweries, baby. I gotta stop talking like donkey. I'll just explain it with it's an homage. More mansions. Look at this. Look at this. 40 points for a single fountain. Don't mind if I do. Hut? 3 huts. They like city centers, shaman, and fishers. Yeah, that's the one. That's the best tactic when it comes to subways. Just keep your eyes peeled. I know, look at them, aren't they cute? It's all square and flowy. Zoom. Got another sand pit. Yeah, Because it's like, you sort of like, you want to place them outside of the city, kind of, because they don't benefit at all from, like, any houses or anything. And they really don't like industry, but you put them near the shaman and, like, the fisheries, but still kind of close to the city. They just love that. Let's dig some more sand. Over here. Another field, why not? Let's put down a happy little field. See, now I really want to min-max, because I want to get a building with like a million billion points, just to prolong the rattling. I think our huts are gonna live here. Parks! Heck yeah! Well, can't place any. Alright, you can place fields here. That's marvelous. The parks really love buildings. And hop fields. That's interesting. You could get lots of points for hop fields and such, but you can get even more points for... Yeah, no, they need parks here. Parks and fountains. And I would not have it any other way. More huts. Slide you in right there. Let's see if I can fit another house here. I cannot. But you would fit right here, wouldn't you? Yeah. Yeah. Let's mix them. A plateau. Ooh. You could have a plateau in the middle of this thing. And it's all green. What else do plateaus like? You like city centers? 26 points? Don't mind if I do. Heck yeah. More parks. Look at this. This used to be just a sandy pit with some flowers on it. It still is, but it used to be as well. Ooh. Towers love everything. I really like the side of this, like the tall ass tower building next to the elevated mill, and the mill is still taller than the tower. Let's hold off on the tower because I got another city center, so you can start like a new core of the city. So here's the thing, right? You saw how many, like, all of the buildings benefit from city centers, like all of them. So you really want to put the city centers close together, because then you can really accumulate points if you have more buildings to place. But the city centers hate each other. Negative 40 points. So you'd have to get some real good bonuses to sort of counter that offset. Like here, both I think the plateau gives? No, it doesn't. But the statue most definitely does. Yeah, see? So, like, the game is deceptively simple, but, like, now you can see all of these synergies and sort of adverse effects coming into play. Because the city center, like the Masons right here, they love being close to city centers, but the shaman hates them. So if you place the city center down first, because the shaman have a closer, a shorter range, you can get away with it. And we also know that the huts love city centers, and they have a huge range. So I might want to place a city center right here, actually, and just tank all of that negativity from the shaman. Yeah, because now you can build houses here. And they would just love some beachside property. And you know, who's to deny them? Not me. I'm just a lonely force telling the people where to put their neat little houses. Oh, parks like trees. Who would have thought? Let's put a park right out here so that so the lumberjacks can have something to talk about, I guess. Okay, tower, save us. I'll put you close to the city as possible. 34 points in the bag. Okay, cool. Warehouse. You like industry, right? Yeah, all the industry buildings. You benefit tremendously from that. Alright, so look at this. Like if you gather all of the industry buildings in one place, you can plop down a warehouse. They'll have wonderful amounts of points. They benefit from breweries and masons and mills, but that's too high up. Could put a warehouse on the plateau. No, that's actually too wild. I'm not gonna... No. Just continue expanding out this neighborhood here. I really want like a nice old plaza right here. Circus? Look at this. The mansions really hate the circus. I low-key want to put a circus right here just to piss them off, but no, let's be cool. Let's give the houses the circus, because they are people of culture and will be able to appreciate it. 16 points. Okay, so we know that a circus can go here, and so just don't build any more mansions over here, but keep expanding with houses. 21 points. 22 points for a hut. Yeah, fuck the mansions, am I right? The mansions are like, no, we just want to have parks. We just want to have parks and fountains, man. We don't like fun. That's how people in mansions sound like. Right? Gold mine. Now we're talking. You get a gold mine and a jewelry. So you essentially need to have a gold mine to offset the costs of this. And they love houses, mansions, but they hate houses. They're so bad. So let's plop down a gold mine here. No one will mind, will they? Gold mine and warehouses. That could be cool. Let's just make sure that you're within range. I gotta place you somewhere around here. And let's plop down another mason. More like plop up a mason. The hitboxes are a bit eccentric in this game. Also, like, honestly, the fact that my oh, look at that. The fact that my graphics card can hardly like handle to stream this is like the one reason I want to get another like a better graphics card. To be able to play Islanders in 60 FPS on stream. It's so dumb. You know what's not dumb, though? +70 points. Okay, market. What do you like? Markets love houses and warehouses and like some industry. So this is essentially the perfect place to put a market. Fuck yeah. Now we got business. So there are no downsides to plopping down more mansions here. Nor to plop down houses. Did I? Oh, we got another tower. You know what? We can already reach the next island. We're gonna have a tower living right here. Because why not? Ah. Resort oasis. So you don't like any buildings if they're not like fountains or fields or stuff. You want to be completely secluded. But you're okay with breweries, flowers, and hop fields for some reason. Do you like normal fields? Yeah, you do. Okay, so fields and hop fields. Okay, so let's put the Goop headquarters right about here somewhere. Actually, here would be pretty neat. Didn't I see? I saw 42 points here. 48 points. All right, so we're gonna put you know, it makes sense to have Goop right next to a warehouse because where else are they gonna get their vaginal eggs? Follow me on Twitch for more hilarious commentary. I'm not gonna think too much about this. This place right here, this kind of reminds me of, you know those small huts that are everywhere on Swedish piers? Sjöbodar? Like there's always like a wooden walkway and and like just rows and rows and rows of really, really tiny cute little houses. I feel like this is that place. Yeah. Okay, so let's prep this area for a beach resort. The Papa Roach way. It's not the last resort, though. This is more like the first resort or the penultimate resort. More points. There must be some way to sort of mix the sound so that you can get all those rattling effects. Hang on, I'm gonna turn on another light. There we go. Okay. More buildings. Cool. Taverns. We have a fuck ton of breweries, don't we? Oh yeah. Oh yeah, buddy. 25 points. And taverns like other houses. That's interesting too. So let's you can live here. Yeah. And another mill. Let's find another ridiculous place to put a mill. Hello. You live here now. Ah. Gaze upon your lands. Behold, you're gonna get a neighbor over here too. Anyway, more sand pits. And more houses. I forgot to plop down the circus. Can I still do that here? No, there's no room for circus. Circus is gonna have to live over here. Temple? Base score -75. But amazing bonuses. And a very short range. Oh, look at that. So this is one of the min-max buildings. Because as the game progresses, you can get wall plateaus that are like shelves that you can just plop down on walls. So you can kind of like build a platform right over the tops of these houses. And then just put down a temple down here and get 1,000,000 points. Because it's like 2 inches over their heads. And I don't know, I always liked that as like a fantasy kind of building style. To just build cities in layers, like on a Z level, rather than having them sprawl out. I think I'm gonna put like one of the, I should really do that with my D&D world. Make a city that is built in layers like that. Maybe in a ravine. Like a ravine city. With layers and layers and layers. And instead of doing the whole, you know how the cliche is that like the higher you go, the higher up the no, you take care. I'm so happy to see you. I'm glad you got your seat. And hope the book thing is fun. Take care. So yeah, the cliche with those kinds of sort of fantasy settings is that the higher up you get, the more privileged you are, or the more like the more means you have, or the more political pull you have. But I want to build one of those cities, but like from the center out. So like the closer you are to the center, that's like a sign of status. So like power would sort of radiate out in a well, in a radius rather than just being on one axis like that. I think that could be cool, because that would sort of prompt the city to be built in like a spherical sense. Anyway, more cities. Let's mark it. 90. We can get more points out of that using the cunning use of houses. Yeah, I like that idea. I haven't thought of it before. Like, it literally just came to my mind as I was, well, zoning off, I guess. But I think it has a lot of potential. Oh, okay, so here is the last resort. 2 of them. 2 resorts. Yeah, because like if you base because if you build it on platforms, then you also have a Z-axis to play with. And sort of have layers. So, like, instead of in the normal, like in normal cities where you have like a center of power and then roads that sprawl out, like cities tend to, as far as I'm aware, like if no other things sort of, all things being equal, cities sort of, they form a radius, right? You have wall streets when sort of the city expands outside of the walls get torn down, you have like round walls. But if you have another level, another axis to play with, then you would sort of get like a spherical thing going on. That's my reasoning, at least. Another warehouse? Warehouse? Their house. Here we go. Yeah. Also, there's magic in D&D, so it really doesn't have to make sense. 120 points coming in. Get walls and seaweed farms. And 2 plateaus. Oh, that's dope. You know why it's dope? Because temples get a 25-point bonus from that. Can I put you here? And give you a 40-point bonus from the thing? I sure would like to. Let's hold off on the temple for now. And let's assume that it's gonna go right over here. I want to see if I can... This is another one of the cool idiosyncrasies of this game, that you can actually clip plateaus into almost anything. Like so. You can sort of wiggle it into the mountain. You don't fit there, do you? No. Okay, so we're gonna get a circus after all. It's gonna live on this plateau. It's not perfect, but who is? More fountains. 52 points for one fountain. That should be illegal. I've also I've made the decision of, so I'm playing a wizard in an upcoming D&D game, and I think that I'm gonna try and avoid like elemental spells as much as possible. Like avoid fire magic, avoid ice magic, lightning magic, stuff like that, and just like focus on more like transmutation and psionics and telekinesis and like stuff you can do with your brain. And I think that could be really cool. That also means that I probably won't be able to claim that Fireball solves everything. Nonetheless, I think it would be really cool. Like, thematically. It's 100% not min-maxed in any sense of the word. Which suits me well, because I don't care much for min-maxing in D&D. I grow tired of this island. Let's go to the next one. Let's just check this out. We have the mills on top of the thing, with the towers being not as tall. You have the lone miller over here. Let's go. And it's also really neat how like the color palette changes all the time. There are lots of trees around here. Where's the statue? There is no... Oh, there's a statue right here. Cool. That is really convenient. Alright, so let's go 13 points. 10 points. Is that enough? That's enough. Yeah, let's do masons because they are cool. I really like masons. Yeah, this could be cool. Just drop them down here in a row. Will this be enough to get to the next level? Yeah, it's fine. Not even worried about it. 36 points. I like the sound of that. We put a resort oasis over here. That could be good. Oh, yeah. Hell yeah. There aren't too many flowers for the shaman to take advantage of. So I am gonna place the shaman right here and give it 0 points. But that doesn't matter because I have mansions. Already? Another city center? I'm really tempted to tank the negatives here. And just... yeah, I'll do it. 14 negative points. It's fine. I have already made up for it. Is that a shaman? That's another shaman. You can live here, or over here, actually. It's like shaman, don't they? Huts love shaman. So on this side of the map could be, or on top of this thing. This is where the shaman, the huts are gonna go. So I want more shaman action over here. Oh yeah. 22 points. Love to see it. You have enough range, right? Oh yeah. No problems. Really want to clip you into the mountain. Which is a perfectly normal sentence that no one should even bat an eye at. Hey babe, are you a plateau? Because I wanna... because I wanna get a 54 point... I wanna get 54 points off of you. Now that's what I call a successful date. November 10th. I'm sorry, I should remove myself. More plateaus. This is really interesting because I get a piss ton of points from these guys when they're close to the masons. Could you please fit? Oh, you can. I can squeeze you in here. Yes. Wiggle. Wiggle in, damn you. Don't even think it. This is reasonable, isn't it? Realism. That's a better placement for a circus. 34 points. Oh, no one is gonna like the placement of this gold mine. Except for these funny fellas. Yeah, you're obviously gonna go there. I should just build out some more mansions this way. Just have them all chill out there. Yeah, let's do that. Heck it. And just for the heck of it, tower up here. So, no, wait. I want the huts to go here. The 22-point huts. So tower, you're gonna go smack in the middle of the city. On the outskirts. More plateaus. Okay, now I really, really want to build a temple right here. Holy smokes. That's going to be a lot of points. Remember when I said that I wasn't particularly interested in min-maxing? Well, that does not hold true for this game. That would be false, to say the very least. Here we go. Temple. Temple time. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. If I can get you out here to get that 40 plus bone. Oh no, Masons. 25 points. I want that. I really want that. Fit a house and a circus on the same plateau? Yes, I can. I like that. Because that means more points for me. How much do you get for a city center? 10 points. So the 66 minus is not worth it. However, this 27 plus would be worth it. Yeah, let's start a new city. The resort oasis can go here. Okay. Or the resort oasis can go here, actually, because there's a lot of space here, I think. There is no space here. Huh. Okay. You can still live here. That's cool. 72 points. I'm gonna finish off this island, and after that, I'll probably close down the stream because I'm not happy with the frame rate. I'm very sorry about that. Well, like, not that I can control it or anything, but... There's gotta be some kind of, like, audio thing that I can do that will just enhance those clicks. Because I agree, they are very, very satisfying. Resort oases. They like breweries. Yes, they do. So you can you hang out here? Yeah, I would have loved that too. Now that you made me think about it, it's like such a no-brainer. Like, of course we're gonna have that. Points incoming. Will that work? It will work. Let's put down some more happy little parks right here. This soundtrack, that's another thing that's deceptively simple. I know I spoke about it before, but like, I remember getting lost in this game for hours and then sort of like waking up from as if from a trance, just realizing that this music has been playing for like, what, 2-3 hours? It's magical. City centers, but this is... Oh, you know what? I'll take a 23-pointer. 23-pointer? I hardly know her. Please. No, it will not. That's fine, because I get 27 points here. Temples like walls, so I'm gonna... No one else like walls. Walls like everything, but no one likes walls. So they're like the thing that you should place down last of all. But I'm not one to play by the rules. Even though I absolutely am. Why can't you go here? You know what, you can just hang out here instead. That's probably better, honestly. Is this the time to place down the circus? No, I want another house here. I really want them all to enjoy the circus. Please, no fit park. 61-point resort oasis. I can live with that. Taverns like houses and breweries, but I don't care about that. It's the 39 points in the bank. Yeah, it's time. It's circus time. Come on, brickyard. What am I gonna do with a brickyard? Except rake in more points? Actually, a really good load of points. Massive amount of points, honestly. Wall plateau? Mill? Well, at least you get points from everything, it seems. Holy smokes. 37 points per mill. I'll take it. And there's this funny fella. 35 minus. Nah, but you can go here probably. That will do us no good, but I do not care. Well, the shaman will get, or the huts will enjoy it, I guess. I just want to get the wall plateau. Once I get the wall plateau, I'm done. So let's put down the little oasis for a 59 pointer. Seaweed farm. Thanks, I did not want that at all. Temples like shaman though, don't they? Yes, they do. So I might just take a butt ton of minuses, but let's not do that now. Let's instead focus on the seaweed farms. They're gonna be pointing straight into the city. No, you're gonna be as far out as possible without actually touching water. Like that. I wonder where I'm gonna put the temple, so I'm able to put it anywhere. And we got balloons. And more seaweed farms. Monument. Can I put you here? I would love to put you here for 104 points? What is this archery? Ooh. I would like to put you like right here. Balloons. Okay, let's do balloons. Everyone loves balloons. Except for temples. Because they hate them. clip you into the wall from here? Almost. I'm gonna place the market on top of a plateau. No, I'm not gonna do that. I thought I was, but I'm not. But I'm gonna place the plateau right here for a solid 46 points. And also, shaman out right about here. And more mages. Come on, give me a well plateau. Yes! No, it's a water plateau. Dang it. It's the worst kind of water plateau. Oh. Oh well. You can go here. I'm gonna put a seaweed farm on you. Also more towers. Oh, I just blocked off the market, didn't I? Yes, I did. Heck. Still can get 82 points out of it. That's not too bad. I mean, it is, but, you know, who's counting? I am. Can I get some more circus action? Everyone is down to clown in this town. Heck it. Yes, now we are cooking with gas. Wall plateaus. The game breakers. Let's see, can I put you... Oh, I really... Here's where the wiggling comes in. The finagling. I want to put you as close to the ground as possible. So that I can get the temple to... Oh, but that's too hot. So what does the temple like the most? Loves plateaus. Loves this little fella right here, but that's not gonna happen. Masons would be good. Otherwise, mansions and plateaus and all that good stuff, and walls. So, you know what? We're just gonna eyeball this. This is probably not optimal. Please be good. That's horrible placement, honestly. We better just put you here to get 90 points. All right, I can work with that. I can work with that. Because you like city centers, don't you? Yes, you do. Okay, cool. I don't care about points now. I just want to get one big chunko of a pointer. So I'm gonna load this place up with houses and walls. See how great that is, by the way? How the radius of the houses kind of touch everything on the ground there? That's where the real magic happens. Do you like monuments? No. You don't care for monuments. But the monuments care for you. 123 points coming right at you. Can you go here? Could you please go here on the outskirts? No? Well, okay. That's your prerogative. don't care for fountains, but you do care for parks. Which doesn't help me at all right now. Fountains, however... Yeah, right, I'm not counting. Plop you down there. That's marvelous. Okay. Oh, by the way, that YouTube channel that uploaded the Fireball Solves Everything clip, the same person has made a compilation of like the Lord of the Rings, but it's D&D. So they're like explaining all of the Lord of the Rings films, but like in the context of like how it would have been, like how you would explain the movies if they were a D&D 5e game, and it's marvelous. I can highly recommend giving that a watch. Yeah. The channel is XP to level 3, I think it's called. Something like that. XP to level 3. The Lord of the Rings, if it were a D&D game. Let's see, is this a big brain play? No. It was a regular size brain play. Yeah, do that. I'm gonna want to talk to you about that later. Okay, now can we get more points for the temple? Please. 131 points. That's not super good. It'll do. 131 points. Here we go. Marvelous. Yeah, I like the sound of that. Let's say goodbye to this island. Let's go. Oh, this would have been so much fun to play. But I guess I'm gonna have to do it at some other time. Right. So, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for sticking around. And if you see this on YouTube or in my Twitch VODs, consider dropping me a follow, like click the little heart thing, because like I know it's not a big thing to you, but like for me it really does help, because it makes me super happy to see when someone's following me. And also there is a goal of like 50 subs, no sorry, 50 follows, that will allow me to do Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past, but with crowd control, which is like the one thing I want to do with Twitch. The rest of it is kind of like, will be fun as long as it lasts, but crowd control Zelda would be really cool. Other than that, twitch.tv/cerulean_1. And if you're here, YouTube, Cerulean Streams, where the VODs go as a sort of archive. Next thing I do will not be Islanders, because as you can see, the frame rate is still kind of dog shit, because I need a stronger computer for that. But I'll be back doing a casual playthrough of A Link to the Past this either Friday or Saturday, I think, depending on whether I can train BJJ. I think that's it for now. So, take care. Bye.